Hello, Romans here and welcome to another music review. I review every album from a viewpoint of a musician, as I am a singer, songwriter and a bass player for my own group Jakobe, and almost 3 years ago we released our debut album called Pursuits in Life. What makes it unique is that it's a heavy prog rock without guitars. Instead you have drums, bass, saxophone and keyboards. You can check out all of our music videos on my YouTube channel. And in the description of all these videos you will find all the information about where's the record available. It's available on all digital platforms like Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, iTunes, Amazon, Bandcamp, but also in this digipack version of a CD with a very beautifully illustrated 20 pages long booklet. So, in case you want one, all you need to do is contact me via an email or on Facebook or on Instagram, or you can get one through Bandcamp as well. And today I'm going to review the new album from Steven Wilson, The Future Bites.
Music review. Music review.
Steven Wilson needs no introduction. He's one of the most appreciated and most prolific artists in prog rock music. He even is sometimes considered to be the most important person for prog rock in like last 20 or 30 years. He's been mainly known for being the frontman of Porcupine Tree, one of the biggest names in prog rock as well, but ever since he went solo he's been doing very well for himself, and his records were kind of reflecting the prog rock, the 70s prog rock-ish side of his, but the new album is a total deviation from anything he has done so far within his solo work and Porcupine Tree, because it's a direct step towards electronic pop music, but it doesn't come as so much of a surprise, considering certain tracks on his previous album To The Bone, which was among the first albums I made a review for on this channel back in 2017, and he already had some pop songs on that album, which for me personally were among the most exciting tracks I've ever heard from him. I really loved them, and I'm pretty happy that he took that direction and decided to make it a full album this time. So, The Future Bites, I've heard it 7 times as of now. This album was supposed to come out, I think, in summer 2020, but because of the pandemic it was postponed. So let's dive right into the review. The album opens up with the track Unself, which is around minute-long ambient intro of an album where we hear some distant guitar sounds, some very subtle backing vocals, and we got like a little piece of a song towards the end. From Unself we go to Self, which is below 3 minutes long, very modern electronic poppy song, and I like that there's certain tension in verses, and then we have disco-like chorus.
Has no sense of tact. Self is too self-detached.
The song has very good lyrics, especially the part "Self sees a billion stars, but still can only self-regard." Generally the lyrics, I really enjoy the lyrics on this album, and this is one of the topics. And also that psychedelic mid part is pretty cool. So despite the length, there's a lot of stuff happening in this song. The following 5 tracks have all been released as singles, so I guess most of his fans are already familiar with these tracks, but let's talk about them anyway. I love the bass, synth and the overall minimalism in verses in the track King Ghost, and then we have that beautiful wordless chorus where Steven is using his falsetto. And especially when we hear the chorus the second time, there's also the addition of some vocals, which are, I think, modulated by ring modulation, which gives it a sort of electronic vibe. And we also get these super high-pitched falsettos, which I think is either some woman whose voice is just very similar to that of Steven's, or it's just his voice sort of pitched very high, because I don't really think he would be able to do that live. 12 Things I Forgot is a slightly more traditional pop rock song, instrumentation wise. It's almost like a Brit-pop, and I like those Pink Floyd-like backing vocals in the chorus.
Cause I forgot. There's so many things that I pretend to you I'm not.
Eminent Sleaze has a fat groove. I absolutely love it, and especially with those strings, it's just amazing.
Got the signs to hypnotize. I won't try to disguise. I'm a sinner because it's never ended yet. It's never ended yet.
And the whole song has that late 70s gospel disco vibe. It kind of reminds me of Chick, The Good Times, for example. The song has no climax, which I think even more emphasizes the groove of it. And then we have like this noise rock minimalistic guitar solo or just sounds. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Man of the People is slow, mellow, somber track with a beautiful atmosphere, and I think around the midsection we have these keyboard sounds or keys that sound just like from the track Welcome to the Machine from Pink Floyd. The album's highlight is definitely the track Personal Shopper, which is almost 10 minutes long, and despite its length, it's not really a prog rock song, but definitely an art pop or prog pop, if you want, song that I remember listening to back when it came out, and I was pretty impressed with the track. The verses are dark and sonically just perfect. The chorus is again that like late 70s disco funk combined with modern electronics, and it's got great lyrics. It's kind of the social criticism, it's again consumerism, and the phrasing is just absolutely spot on. I mean, the perfect phrasing, absolutely love it. Like, this is how it was made in the late 70s when we got all those like golden era of funk or whatever. Like, it's really great. And then we have like a bridge after the chorus, which is almost like this relief, this breath out. And we even get a spoken word section where there's a featuring from Elton John, and he's basically naming different products that you can buy. And I think it really fits the song very well. Follower is like this combination of an up-tempo dark rock song in verses,
Don't you feel good loud? Shut up, well I think that you should now.
and a much more chilling poppy song in the chorus. And I really like the contrast. The final track, Count of Unease, is a beautiful ambient ballad, and I dare to say emotional. One of the things I usually criticize about Steven Wilson, and I may be in minority here, whatever, it's just my opinion, but his music feels very cold and emotionless. Like, none of his works really moved me. But this song is really emotional, and the whole album is just really, really great. I really like it. This is coming from someone who's not necessarily a big Steven Wilson fan. Maybe I will appreciate his music later, I don't know. I've listened to his solo albums a lot, but I never really felt like I really liked it. But I really like his move towards pop music because he's making it so well. I'm not talking just about the production value, which is obviously perfect just like with all of his records, but I'm talking about the songwriting and about how I enjoyed this album and how much I want to keep coming back to it. It's old school and modern at the same time, and in a way that it doesn't happen very often, I think. So this is a huge achievement on his part, and I think that this is a record that you should check out, even though Many of the prog snobs and weird Steven Wilson fans just may criticize this album for what it is, because it's quite different from what he is known for and what most of his fans probably want from him. Did you like this review? If you did, consider supporting me by purchasing my debut album Pursuits in Life, because I include audio samples in my reviews and in my videos, and thus I make them the most entertaining and informative to watch. I usually run a risk of getting a copyright claim, meaning that I won't be able to earn any money from these videos. Whatever money I earn goes to the author of the samples that I use. I have no problems with that, but the best and the only way how you can support me is by buying my debut album. And if you like progressive rock music, you're gonna dig this album, I can guarantee that. Have you heard this album already? You can let me know in the comment section below whether you agreed or disagreed with me. If you are a Steven Wilson fan, you can let me know in the comment section below how well do you think this album compares to his other works, maybe which one is your favorite one. Also, you can follow me on Facebook or on Instagram. You can find links to both in the description of this video below. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Check out my own original music, my live performances, my worst to best series, and quite a lot of other reviews as well. Thanks a lot for watching.